Good morning, crew. Happy Open Friday. Erica, good morning. Diana, Willie. Erica, what did you think? I was going to ask if you'd been in and out of it yet. Willie, Diana, when are you guys going to do this workout? Also, how are we feeling today? Did you guys watch the tips and tricks videos yet? Erica, I want to do that. Erica says very few people who just finished their open workout. Kind of. From a strategy standpoint, I'm sure a lot of people say that. Eilish, happy open day. I know everyone's so excited to get that open workout done, or if you're like Erica, you're already done. I know the Mayhem crew's probably sipping their coffee, getting ready to go here soon too. I'm going to head over there after this, cheer everyone on, see how it's going, probably do the workout at some point. I mean, it's Rock and Roll Friday. Willie, are you snowed in? It's actually snowing here right now too. Erica, for sure. Well, I don't know. I mean, we kind of talked about it before that a lot of times it's easier to do better just after you feel out kind of where the sticking point is. And when you can expect it, you can kind of adjust accordingly. So I think that can be really, really helpful just from like a knowing strategic, feeling it out. Hinch always talks about what's the sticking point of the workout and being thankful for knowing that and then getting after it accordingly. Excuse me. The day I leave my water up there, gang. Heck yes. No, they do an excellent job with tips and tricks. They absolutely crush that. Erica, 6 rounds, 3 reps. That's awesome, Erica. How many opens have you done? Oh, nice. Eilish is the opposite. They had a snow yesterday and spring day today. Erica, like I said, sometimes it's just feeling out the strategy and just understanding where you can go faster too. And I imagine that you can get more the second time around. I'll be excited to see you do it again. Just make sure you give yourself ample rest for it and everything. But I'm just going to go through, read out what the workout is today. And if you guys have any questions, so I won't be doing a workout with you today because I'm going to do this at some point today also. But happy to go over any warm-ups. I'm going to show you guys my favorite shoulder activations. I know they had some in tips and tricks. I have a couple that are no fail, get your shoulders warm, which you could do every day. I do them quite often, actually. But I think would be a great warm-up for this also. Nice, Erica, for sure. Gary, good morning. Gary, how's your back feeling? So, I mean, it's really just an opportunity to get better and push. Not that you don't push hard every single day, but the open kind of peaks something inside everyone that makes them want to improve that workout. And that's always a really fun push and really fun to do with your crew. Nice. Willie made it to work with his all-wheel drive charger. Oh, I get that, Willie. And some people have like Willie, like the one and done mentality, which works for sure. Tired. How now, brown cow Eilish. That's a good one. Why have we not used that on Gary before? That is quite accurate, I feel like. How now, brown cow? Sir George, Sir Little Dude. I'm going to just call you Sir No Sugar. Have you guys done this workout, George? You guys, you and Little Dude. Have you done this? A belt, Gary. What part of the wall walk hurts your back? Gary's had back issues, so you got to make sure those glutes are nice and warm so your back feels good. The scaled version is just a 50-foot bear crawl instead of the wall walk, Erica. Oh, and instead of snatches, we had a alternating single leg RDL for ours, and I believe the foundation version online was just a lighter dumbbell, I believe, from what I watched. Jason, good morning. They all did look pretty similar to me, Erica. Same. Mm. Oh, so you're using it more as a brace. Gary, we got to get you some KT tape. That's really helpful for strains. It's like, people wear casts when they break something. KT tape just gives you like a little bit more of stability because you can put it anywhere basically. So it's great for like muscle strains and things, if you have any nagging issues. A belt, I mean, it might help you, but it's just hard because of I feel like the way you're moving throughout that workout because of the hinge. But I mean, it could be helpful if you have a strain. For sure. Yeah, I mean, it is a good point though, Gary. I would definitely make sure you do a lot of single leg RDLs and single leg box step ups before you start, or some banded side steps to get your glutes firing so they can help your low back out for sure. And maybe some dead bugs, if you remember what a dead bug is, to activate that low core so it can help also. So, save in the back, as everyone should. Working on low core exercises as well as some glute firing will really, really help give you some extra assistance for that. Plate storage to make the box higher. Jason, have you done this workout yet? Oh, right, Erica. And to Willie's point, box step overs are the scaled and foundation version. And honestly, if you're intimidated by box jumps or your box jumps are slower, step overs would probably get you a faster time. Because we had a couple opens where you just had to get over the box somehow. Like it didn't really necessarily say you had to jump, and the stepping made it faster. I can't remember which one it was, but sometimes those paths end up being faster. Like we think like, oh, we need to do like the high skill path. And it's not always that way if you're also trying to get the fastest time. Eilish set up a GoFundMe to get George a higher box. Jason, how did it go for you? Oof. Well, it sounds like hopefully you do a lot of low core and glute activation too. Oh, yes. And foundation version is bear crawls. Nice. Okay. So Gary he does all the right things for low back issues. Hip halo, glute bridges, dead bugs, Rich's wall stretches. Absolutely. Nice, Jason. That's awesome. Were you happy with that? I should go funny. That cracks me up. All right, guys. So I'm going to read out the workout and then I'm going to show you my favorite secret shoulder warm up. Definitely check out tips and tricks. Everything Kelly Starrett has to say and Pam has to say. They're great warm up movements. I can throw out a few of those too, just so you can see them again if you need to, just some of them. But if you want the extensive version, definitely go and watch. I really, really liked what Kelly Starrett had to say about cooling down, especially if you're doing this as a redo, just so you can give it a second shot. That's going to be really important. Wow, Jason, you feel better after surgery. That's great. The other piece to the puzzle is, I know that we joke about it a lot for our M30 workouts, but getting your heart rate up is absolutely necessary. If you are trying to go all out and speed is important to you and your score is important to you, then the number one thing you need to do before you start this workout, as well as attend to any issues you have, are like mobility issues is what I'm referring to, is getting your heart rate up. I mean, 5 to 10 minutes. I know it seems like, why, wasting energy. I just want to save it. No, you need to ramp that heart rate up. That buffers that nervous system and gets you ready so that when you start going hard in that workout, it's not a shock to your system. Your heart rate comes back down much more quickly and you can be more effective throughout the entire workout. So if there's one thing you guys want to pinky promise me that you're going to do today, it's going to get that heart rate up 5 to 10 minutes before you start this workout. And I promise you, promise that you will feel infinitely better and likely get a better score than you would have if you just go in there just doing mobility. We do that. We've done that a million times as athletes for competitions. Like I don't go into a competition event without getting my heart rate nice and high because I know I'm going to perform better if I do that. So even though we joke about that a lot and going into some of these workouts without getting our heart rate up because it's our fitness day, it's just a little bit different. So if your score is important to you today, just pinky promise you're going to do that. Gary, I'm going to start fast, go fast in the middle, and finish fast. That's funny. Whoa, Gary, I see capitalizing. Are you yelling? And you can totally build one. That is true. Gary, I feel like you're a fix-it guy, so I feel like you would. Stefan, pro tip, put a Girl Scout cookie in front of you and eat one for every wall walk. Go fund me for future tips and tricks. I really just want to see the video of it. 100%. Willie says, Erica, get on the air bike. Yes. Doing it even like a little air bike Tabata, some 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, even for maybe 2 minutes, you will feel infinitely better in the workout. Like I said, I pinky promise. Okay, guys, so our open workout, I know everyone's so excited. For 22.1, we have, I'm going to go through the bodyweight version, bodyweight foundation version first, and then the open version, and then show you my favorite shoulder warm-up, and then send you guys off to get this workout done. So we have AMRAP, so as many rounds and reps as you can in 15 minutes, 3 modified wall walks or 50-foot bear crawl, 20 alternating single leg RDL total. So that's your single leg deadlift basically, just with your body weight, and 20 alternating box and chair step ups. That's pretty much Mayhem's body weight scaled version. You can still use a light dumbbell in there if you want to for that version as well, instead of single leg RDLs if you want to. And then for the open workout as it was released yesterday for the RX division, AMRAP 15 minutes, 3 wall walks, 12 dumbbell snatches, 50 pounds for the men, 35 for the women, 15 box jump overs with a mandatory step down. And that's a 24-inch box and a 20-inch box. So I know you guys have seen that probably 1,000 times by now. And again, I would encourage you to go watch Mayhem's tips, and they will give you lots of strategies for all of the versions, which are awesome. Kelly Starrett will show you some band activation, those shoulders, and he gets into those hips and ankles with some box stretches. So definitely check that out. That's the very first thing you'll see in the Mayhem tips and tricks video. And then you see Pam with some awesome cues on those wall walks. So let me show you guys my favorite couple things I like to do to get my shoulders nice and warm for these movements. And big takeaways they talked about for wall walks is keeping the core tight. And if you haven't seen Tommy's video yesterday, or the day before, that was so nice that he threw that out for us. And as Pam shows in her video, shooting those hips back and taking a nice big step on that wall walk are super important. So just remembering to do that while it's really wet here. I might have a little bit of a damp wall walk, but that's okay. But again, I'm going to show you guys real quick my very, very favorite shoulder activation techniques, which wall walks and dumbbell snatches. Again, getting your heart rate up will be great for those box jumps. Kelly Starrett's ankle on the box mobility is going to be great for getting into those hips and ankles. And I'm going to show you my favorite shoulder techniques. and Pam's, if I have my small band down here, how she wraps it around her feet. And this is also great exercise if you're trying to build that handstand walk strength and handstand hold, all those sorts of things. Stefan, Darren is also one of the fittest naturally human beings I've ever known. Darren could be completely sedentary and still get ridiculously high scores. So just understand that about him. Shooting for Darren's score will be pretty tough. Okay, guys, so just briefly, just to hit on what Kelly was talking about, he has his foot on the box and he's driving that knee. I know we always talk about vertical shoots, but in this case today, you're driving that knee towards the ankle. I already feel that stretch in my shin too, because I have really tight ankles. And then the other one, he's standing nice and tall and he's pushing just his hips towards the box. So those will be your two, warming up those hips and ankles. You'll be spending substantially more time there. Feel free to throw a band across there, if you're working on that extra ankle mobility. And then we're going to bring our hips back and then just lightly drive those hips into the box. That is what he was pressing on with that box warm up. And then he did some other good banded stuff in there. Alex, it's good to see you drop in. How are you? Oh, nice, Erica. Buying used machines is the best. So one thing Pam talks about, and this is just great foundational gymnastics work as well. So that's kind of why I'm going over it again, because this is something that we've done at a lot of the training with Riches. That is fantastic and great for everyday strengthening of those gymnastics movements. So you're going to see me take this band, and this is a brand new band, so it's really, really tight, and press it overhead like so. I'm going to walk back a little bit so you can see what my arms are doing. So I'm going to keep that core nice and tight, tuck that pelvis, and you'll see me blocking, pressing those arms up. That's activating those shoulders and giving you the idea of what that feels like in that walking sensation, handstand walking, and for these wall walks. But just notice, guys, I don't have my back arched like this. When I say keep your core tight, I'm activating my core, and then you're seeing me tilt my pelvis slightly under because that's keeping that nice straight alignment. And to me, I'm just driving through that shoulder, trying to keep those elbows nice and locked. That is an excellent warm-up and strengthening activity. If you're working on your gymnastics movements, handstand holds, handstand walks, all of the above, wall walks, 100% love that. And then last but not least, again, this is something I do before all gymnastics, and I've done for a long time. Learned this from a PT friend a long while back. So this keeps those shoulder girdles nice and healthy. Actually do have an achy shoulder right now, so I need to be remembering to do this before every session. So what I'm going to do is it's basically, we've done these in M30 before, but you're going to come into the plank position, and I'm going to drop my elbows down and back up. So I'm going to do 10 of these, dropping my right arm first and then my left arm first. And then I'm going to switch and drop that left arm first and right arm. So it's already building heat in the body, and I'm feeling nice and warm, getting all those little cracks out.
I found this on the web.
Oh, Siri heard me say get all those cracks out. And then, guys, the other thing I'm going to do to warm those shoulders up, oh my gosh, Bear found a bug over there, and this is also good for your brain, if you've ever heard of contralateral movements. And this is basically kind of called like a Spiderman Crawl. But what this does, it's really, really good for your brain too, to be doing these movements. They're opposite movements, back into the old yoga day things. So what you're going to do, if you haven't seen these before, like I said, I feel like there's like a Spider-Man name for it. But if I come down into the plank position, I'm going to drive my right knee to my right elbow, and I'm going to walk forward. So right now my right knee, my right elbow are touching. I'm going to do a push-up. Then I'm going to bring that right hand forward, and I'm going to bring that left knee to the left elbow and do a push-up. Now, right knee, right elbow, push-up, left knee, left elbow. So I'm not sure if you could see that from that angle, but I'm going to show you from this angle too. Another, that's just a very exceptional shoulder upper body warm up. So again, I'll bring that right arm forward. So my left arm's closer to me. So left knee, right elbow, push up, walk that left arm forward, right knee, right elbow, push up, and so on. So that will make your shoulders, if you do those walking planks and that Spiderman crawl, those are my two very, very favorite shoulder movements. It's also good for your brain. It's like a puzzle. So those are my two favorite tips, guys. And a few other points I thought were really valuable from Pam, Kelly, Rich, Tasha, and the gang are making sure on your wall walks, as I just put those mats there, but to shoot those hips back and take as big a step as possible and really focus on not doing the chicken wings as you walk back. You want to keep those arms nice and straight. When that starts to happen, you start using those smaller muscles instead of your bigger muscle groups, and you'll have that tendency to fatigue faster. So maybe take a video or two of yourself doing those movements and see how they feel. The dumbbell snatches too, I would grab a lighter dumbbell and work on switching in the air if that's available to you. And if not, that's okay too. The open workouts are about having fun and just improving personally. So if you want to do the workout twice, you can do it today and then assess your strategy and do it again Monday. That'd be a fun push just for yourself, just to see if there's somewhere you can improve. It's kind of like problem solving. I love that. And if you're with your community, just make sure you get out there and you're ready to cheer everyone on. Blake, Full Send Friday. Any questions, crew? I know everyone's so eager to get after it. Little Bear's on full bug hunt today. That's okay, George. Those take a long time to learn. For sure, Gary. That's fun. Yay, Diane. I can't wait to hear how it goes. Little Bear says hello to Valentina. She just jumped on the air runner like a champ. Okay, George, let us know how it goes. Stefan, that sounds fabulous. Even face down. Blake, I mean, it's interesting. It's basically instant hap. You're a fast wall walker. And my thought too is if wall walks or box jumps, one or the other is faster for you, then push the opposite one. Meaning if you're a slower wall walker, like I'm a slower wall walker, so I'm going to really, really be pushing the pace on the box jumps. And if you're slow at box jumps, then I would really try just chest down and go on the wall walk, and the snatches are going to be staying nice and smooth. Can make good choices, Gary. Danielle, good morning. Heck yes, Stefan. Danielle, how did it go? We had a quick session this morning. We just went over the workouts, or my favorite warm-up tips for the workouts. But how did it go for you, Danielle? Everyone's telling me how they crushed it, or some are about to crush it. Literally. Oh yeah, Blake. So Blake's doing 10 hand release push-ups, 10 dumbbell snatch, 10 box jumps. Realistically, you should do it. 15 minutes is a long time. And that's why I said that about the step-ups, Blake, because if your heart rate gets really high, for instance, on the snatches, sometimes step overs can be faster than box jumps. Like if box jumps are a sticking point, because it's a mandatory step down already. So if you're staying nice and low on those step ups and stepping up laterally versus some people, like for me, a lateral hop is much more challenging than a forward facing hop, just because in CrossFit, we've been doing a lot more forward facing movements for a long time. So a lot of people would think, oh, I need to do the higher skill thing. But if you're actually trying to get a better score and you're allowed to step up or even going straight. If you're doing the dumbbell snatches fast, maybe step up your first couple to let that heart rate settle and then start jumping. So there's a lot of things you can do that sometimes are counterintuitive, like, oh, do the highest skill thing or do the biggest set. Sometimes it's smarter to do smaller sets with rest, or doing the it's not a lower skill, but stepping up, for instance, instead of jumping to let the heart rate settle. Nice, Erica. Oh yeah, heck yeah, Blake. For sure. I mean, and that's what I mean. Like, it's funny because you see some people thinking, oh, this is going to be the way. And then the step ups are like twice as fast. And you see the person next to them doing step ups, you're like, whoa, they just got blown out of the water. That happens. Sometimes people are like, oh, I need to do big sets. And they take so much rest in between. You see the people chipping away at the smaller sets and they just blow by them. So it's good. Oh, nice, Danielle. Oh, let us know how it goes. All right, crew. Well, that was super fun to go through all of that. I'm excited to see how it goes with everyone today. I'm going to head to Mayhem now, cheer everyone on, hopefully get the workout in, and then we'll be back on Monday to talk about it and any last chance workouts. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. If you need any more tips or you feel like there's just something you just can't decide on, just let me know. I can't wait to hear how it goes for all of you. Diana, Blake, Danielle, Erica, Willie, let me know how it goes. I know George is off doing it. Gary, let me know. Eilish, Stefan, crew, I want to hear all about it. And anyone else watching out there. Dean, Alex, let me know, crew. I can't wait to hear how it goes. And if you have, like I said, if you need anything or any more tips or anything, let me know. Can't wait to hear about it, crew. Hope you guys have an awesome Friday and good luck in the open today. I know you guys are going to crush it. Gary, you're not going to die. You're going to be great. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will definitely, hopefully, hear from you this weekend and see you again on Monday.